Disney does have no swimming signs posted there, but executives say they will now be adding other specific warnings about alligators, and they plan to review, quote, all of their processes and protocols. Well, what kind of legal trouble is the theme park facing because of the boy's death? Joining me now, Whitney Boan, a criminal defense attorney in Orlando. Whitney, good to see you. Clearly, a wrongful death lawsuit could be filed here by the family. Isn't it true that if Disney was warned of a dangerous condition and they failed to protect their patrons from that dangerous condition, that is substantially proof of negligence?
Absolutely. And we're hearing it all over the internet now. There's videos popping up that show alligators on land, in the water, but all over Disney property. You've got all these reports of people who have told Disney, listen, my 5-year-old child was being chased around by an alligator, and Disney's saying, oh, that's just a nuisance we have here. Their failure to act based upon the notice that they had is very likely to cause them to be liable here.
You know, Whitney, negligence is, the failure to exercise ordinary reasonable care. Is it ever reasonable, under any circumstances, to put alligators in close proximity with human beings? Isn't that just per se negligence?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm a native Floridian here, and it's not unexpected that there would be alligators in any body of water in Florida. What is surprising about this to me is more the way that Disney is based on this concept and this image of safety and family friendliness. And so there was inadequate warnings put in place for the guests where they have bungalows, high-priced bungalows right on the edge of this lake where you're invited essentially. A small child would easily feel like they would be safe, and a parent would think that they would be safe to get in the water
and
there.
Look, Whitney, these people were from Nebraska. I mean, you're Floridian.
Absolutely.
Okay, you know alligators and dangers.
I know.
But
don't.
Most of the guests there in Disney World and all their other resorts and hotels, I mean, they're from out of state. They don't know alligators.
They're from around the world.
Yeah. So doesn't that require a greater emphasis on the part of Disney to put specific signs there that say alligators don't come near? Or how about this? Don't even have a beach that invites people to get near the water. I mean, there should be no beach that is inviting. It's an attractive nuisance, isn't it?
Exactly. That's exactly the words that I would use. I think that they were set up in a way where no person reasonably would expect, even someone from Florida, arguably, that they didn't have control over that situation if they're going to make it available to you like that you could just wander into a shallow area of water, and that's a normal activity at that location on that beach. They have a higher duty of care to these people than they provided, and it's a tragedy that this has happened. I think that they will most likely settle, but if they do not, they're looking at potentially a very high amount of damages being found by a jury in a trial. And
they may be self-insured for all we know, or self-insured up to a point, and then they have an umbrella policy. We don't know. But one thing's for sure, time to get out the checkbook and to make this go away and do the right thing to compensate the family. And, money can never fully compensate somebody with a tremendous loss like this.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Whitney Boan, thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks.